Vampire police carrot.
What?
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 Vampire police carrot.
Are you talking about Goody?
You told me to say that.
You ruined the bit already, Eric!
Oh, this is the worst 4th anniversary ever.
What?
I guess so. Let's just cue the roll call.
We're live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah Zazil.
Loyal and loud. Dreamcaster Lane.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global Sound Perka!
Either I'm here or I'm not. Quantum caster.
Shining through the night, Spellcaster, Blade.
Unleashing my inner animal, Beastcaster, Shoo.
The rider like from your nightmares, Crimson Republics.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Welcome everyone to episode 188 of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Don's just like, can I drink my drink? Is that okay? You can drink your drink, Don.
I'm just going to drown my sorrows now.
So if you guys didn't hear, we have a return of the amazingly smart Quantum Caster. Say hello.
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 Good hello.
Or bad
It's
hello.
me.
Good and bad hello.
And then we have introduce our new, very first caster-like Crimson Fox, Don. Hello.
Hello. Wow.
And
This
Gar's still not here.
Yeah, Gar, unfortunately, life got in the way, so he's very sad to not be here. We're also not sad for him not being here. So.
And Cell's supposed to be on, and Paul was supposed to be on, and Raven was supposed to be on, but they're not.
It's okay.
It's our anniversary, damn it!
I
Because
know.
I'm here.
And
Nobody
you
cares.
weren't here, and you
Okay,
weren't
to
here,
be
and
fair,
you weren't
okay,
here.
Ichi, just quickly to be fair, Sal and Paul have not been watching our shows. They have no context. They wouldn't have much to say.
It's not the point.
No,
I don't even
the
watch
kind of,
Kamen
it
Rider if
kind
I'm
of
here.
is.
I just got here.
Yes, so bear mind with Crimson Fox. She is diving into the world of
No.
Toku for the first time, so this is a brand new world for her.
No.
Before today, all she has seen was one episode of Build, one episode of Exade. Actually, no, I didn't show you Build. I showed you Exade. But I did show you episodes 1 and 2 of Lupinranger.
See, to your like maybe 1 week of experience, to our me and
10
Ichi's
years.
11-year of experience, yeah.
I was having too much fun laughing at the fact that there is Luigi board and Quiche board, okay? These need to be in the show. Quiche board.
What?
That
Oh,
video
I know
where
that
it's
video.
the ways of pronouncing Ouija board.
Yeah, no one knows how to spell Ouija board.
Oh.
It's with a
Can
Q.
I get it from a witch or vegan?
Oh God.
those
Where'd you buy a Luigi board?
Oh, and yes, Shu and Blaze are
Ouija
here.
board.
Hello, friends.
Down,
We got a new person.
Yep.
You
probably heard him.
Yep.
You probably heard me multiple times, including on possibly the extra.
Yay!
I was gonna say you probably heard
Blaze
me
is just squealing inside. Yes, I made it on the anniversary special.
Hey, I already made it to episode 169. I'm good.
Yes,
That's
you did.
episode 100, yes.
100, yes. So this week we are talking about Build episode 25 and Lupin Pat episode 4. And there will be no feature topic this week.
Because of a reason that I will announce at the end of the show.
Oh yeah, so stay fucking tuned, motherfuckers.
Even we don't know.
Right? Well,
Also, I'm sorry we haven't said it yet. Have we been really doing it this long?
Damn it.
Oh! Because no one else is going to steal that from me.
So, yeah.
My line! I invented it!
If you didn't
Oh,
listen
really?
to-
I'm gonna steal it right now.
No, don't.
Don't you fucking
What did he say? I forget already.
Good, we'll keep it at that.
Already?
So, if you didn't listen to Extra, the night we're recording this, March 9th, is in fact the 4-year anniversary of Radio Sentai Castranger.
That's right, and we're still going strong even today. So, you haven't
And
heard The
round
Last
of
of Us.
Sorry, what was that, Shu?
And round of applause.
Hooray!
Yay! Golf clap. Eric knocks on the wall. Excellent contribution, Eric. So let's just dive right into build.
Be the one, we'll make a way.
So, that was our bumper.
We'll make a
That's why we paused so we can insert the bumper. So it starts with Misora
Walking all the way to the battlefield barefoot.
and like Ryuga's like
magically avoiding all of the
all
shards.
glass and nails and any stones that may enter her path.
Maybe she's just
Basically
You know, glass and nails, the things
No,
that normally litter the streets.
I've
of
walked
Japan.
on a solid.
Sorry, hold on. What was that?
You know, glass and nails, the things that normally litter the streets of Japan.
Right.
Well, during a war zone,
Basically
maybe.
going full,
That-
Well, yeah.
zombie.
She's just phasing it out. She's just zenning it out.
I mean,
Or maybe it's bad writing.
I've walked on concrete barefoot. It's not fun.
Maybe she's just magic and willed all of the shards
You don't
away.
have Mars power.
Wait, I just realized
There
something
is the
important.
fact that she
Unless
is
you
a
do.
fairly light woman, so walking on a bed of nails wouldn't actually be that bad.
Also, she was influenced by her bracelet, so she probably didn't even care.
That's true.
She just like wakes up, realizes her feet are in terrible
Ow!
pain, just crumples and falls.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, so
I
she
just realized.
so
So go ahead.
So she shows up where everyone is and just literally lifts up Rogue and the brothers and splits a hole in the wall and just fucking throws them back into Sato.
Get
Fuck
the
you!
fuck out!
Yeah, and then
You're the chosen one.
and it was pretty cool. And even everyone's just looking at her like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Takes May the Force be with you to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's like almost
Yeah,
Luke
no.
Skywalker kind of shit.
It really did seem
No, that's
Star
more
Wars-y,
Yoda kind
actually.
of shit.
Yeah.
And then she says the word evolt before passing out, which is a reference to something we will not talk about here because that's for the spoiler show.
Damn it!
Not so subtle
It's
foreshadowing.
it's a theory.
We know.
Game theory.
I can
Okay,
talk about
let's,
Kamen
let's
Rider
not talk
theory.
about what it's actually referring to, and let's theorize.
It's
Evolt-
a theory, a build theory.
Hey, so-
Thanks for watching.
What I was-
Something that's just not so subtle foreshadowing.
So what I was theorizing is that Evolt is some kind of like Martian god or something, and so I like to think possibly that Soichi might have been possessed by this Evolt when he grabbed the Pandora's box.
And I agree with you because I've been vocal about my theory that Soichi has been taken over or face swapped or something with something happened to him on Mars and he's not himself.
Yeah.
Maybe not a Martian god. I think it might just be some asshole.
So not
It's
a
either-
Martian god, but a Martian asshole.
It's either a god. It's either a god or a civilization.
So someone else went to Mars first before Soichi?
It was whoever destroyed.
Or it was the
I
Martian.
was like, as we see from the visions that Misora has apparently been having all along.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So every time she like goes to purify a bottle, she has this vision of like this Martian civilization just getting completely wiped out, and then she thinks, "Oh, I don't want that to happen," and then the bottle purifies.
Why the
You've been
fuck
doing
did-
this for over a year now and you haven't mentioned this?
Exactly. I was gonna say like you never thought to maybe bring this up.
So it's just some abstract psychological thing that we can't.
It'd be funny if like Soichi just like she told that to Soichi, and he was like, "Don't ever mention that, please."
It wouldn't surprise me since he's probably Evolt.
But then I think Misora would have said like, "Oh, my dad told me not to tell anyone."
I gotta say, like, I think I mentioned this before, but we still have not had a proper scene where we address Misora processing that so her dad is Bloodstark.
We had a little bit of it when she was talking to him and realizing he was lying.
Yeah,
I know, but that was when she was suspecting it, and we never ever got a follow-up to that.
No,
where
but
like,
then she
confirms it.
no, but when she was just standing there crying and being all upset, that's kind of her way of showing, "Oh my God, my dad's an evil asshole and he's been lying this
Yeah,
whole
but she
time."
doesn't realize that he's that evil asshole.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Well, I mean, at the same exact time, she learned that her whatever good friends was also one of those evil assholes.
And also, you don't always need words to fully express what a character's feeling. Just
I just want them to address it.
sometimes things don't need addressing right away.
May I
So.
say one thing?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry for interrupting,
Nope.
but for some reason, the scene where it was showing what Misora's thoughts were, she showed the Martian civilization being destroyed, all I could think of is the scene from Slither, the James Gunn movie, where one of the alien slugs goes into the sister's mouth, and she pulls it out, but before it does it, like, partially, she can reach, she becomes part of the hive mind for like a second, and she can see all the civilizations that the alien destroyed. It was almost exactly the same imagery.
Oh, wow.
All I could think of was that. I don't think it was even slightly intentional. But
That was kind of reminding me of the vision like Shepard has in Mass Effect 1, where he just sees, like, the Protheans all being wiped out by the Reapers.
that actually, yeah.
One other thing about when Misora ejects the brothers through the wall, like the bracelet
Brothers
glows,
and
and then
Rogue.
she holds her hand out, and my immediate thought was, data drain!
The brothers and Rogue.
Yeah. The brothers Rogue.
It was cool. Like
Rogue.
they also showed like a close up of like Rogue's feet, like kind of just like lifting up in the air, and like they're all just like, "What the fuck's going on?" So of course, like Sento being super fucking concerned, immediately contacts Soichi, and like he's like, "Oh, I'm surprised you actually called me first."
I gotta say, it's so weird to have a show where the main character just has casual catch-up conversations with the villain.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's my daughter? I'm gonna steal your thing.
It's kind of cool though. Like it's a neat relationship.
Basically,
Well-
small talk and then beat the shit out of your opponent.
to be fair, something happened with Misora, and so he's like, maybe your
Truce.
father knows something about this, and
Ceasefire while we
And then-
discuss my
and
daughter.
so he went to question him about it, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that. Pretty freaky shit, huh?" And he's like, "Are you gonna like try to use her for something?" And he's like, "Oh please, I would never harm my own daughter."
I don't want to fuck with a goddess that can shove people through the wall.
And like he says, he doesn't know anything, but I think he's bullshitting.
He probably
I mean,
is
literally,
evil.
when a main villain says, "Nope, I don't know anything about what you're talking about," they know something.
always know something.
Yeah, I got that bracelet from Mars, and when I put it
got
on
it.
her, it didn't come off.
I got it from J.C. Penney on Mars.
It's 50% off.
Penny on Mars.
Yeah.
JC Penney sells Martian artifacts.
Yeah.
I got
No, it's the JC
So,
Penny on Mars.
Basically, what we're led to understand
I got it from a
here-
creepy man speaking
basically-
Latin.
So what we're led to
Mars.
understand here is that
Fake Latin.
opening Pandora's box is going to lead to the destruction of humanity, like Mars apparently experienced. And Misora, obviously not wanting that to happen, she claims that she wants to help and she wants to fight. And my immediate thought was, slap a fucking bill driver on
No, she does not need to be a rider.
her. That would be hilarious,
That's
though.
cool.
That's okay. No.
Fucking Banjo's not using his.
Well, yeah, rip cross. But no, if Misora can learn to like kind of master her powers, because like it was weird. Sento was like, "Oh, the bracelet has some kind of artificial intelligence in it." And I'm like,
Yeah, I
really?
love that he has Misora hooked up to like this VR headset with like
And
Ethernet
somehow
cables.
He can read thoughts.
He like pokes her to like go like you can take it off now.
He's got like Ethernet cables somehow plugged into the fucking bracelet, and I'm like, there's no way that's actually a thing.
A bracelet with an AI. Yeah, that just sounds so bullshit.
He just has a magic.
Can I
thing.
connect my bracelet to the Wi-Fi?
Right? My bracelet needs your password? So,
the password's
bracelet.
Pandora's box. Access granted.
Bracelet. Google how to get rid of Skywall.
I feel like
So you're saying that the bracelet
Want
is
to get rid of the Skywall? There's an app for that.
yeah.
Oh god, that's such an old
the
joke.
Skywall Control app.
on Mars?
So the rest of the episode is pretty much dedicated to finding out the spy for Sato, and
You gotta go to
Pretty
a Russian
underwhelming.
Like
you gotta go to a Martian Apple store in order to get the Skywall app.
so the plan they
Sorry.
put forth to find the spy is pretty straightforward. They feed every department different information, and of course it's the one dude who talks during this whole scene who ends up being guilty.
What are the odds?
And then he does what every fucking Namba person does, pulls a Hail Hydra and just fucking disintegrates himself with a bottle.
We've already seen that before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
When
we
Lion
did that.
Cleaner debuted. But I
Yeah.
gotta say,
Suicide Smash.
it's the most hilarious suicide ever because it involves gently sprinkling yourself with a spray bottle.
Oh, jeez.
What if someone just decided to pull a prank on? What if someone just decided to pull a prank on that guy and just filled his bottle with glitter?
Shit!
Now you're arrested
That'd
and
be
this
too-
will never come off.
Now you're arrested and
I'll be
You just
finding,
see, you just see
I'll
blood
I'll be
start.
finding this in my hair for decades.
You just see blood start just around the corner, just like, hey, you'll never realize I switched the real one with the fake.
and then he just stabs him anyway.
getting sharped by the herpes of arts and crafts.
Also, it was really funny, like, when Sento's like, I found out who the spy is, you just see, like, Bat Dad just, like, sitting there just really intensely, like, eyes wide, like, NANI?!
It was you!
Tell me!
I'm about to summon it.
Tell me!
And just pointed to his left.
So then
It's the only other guy in the room!
So then we find out about something called the Namba Children, where apparently Namba Heavy Industries, they, like, recruited a group of kids from an orphanage and, like, trained them into, like, scientists and soldiers and spies.
So it's motherfucking Kirishima Amagi from Gaim all over again.
And, like, Nariaki is one of these Namba Children.
The brothers are.
The Washio brothers or whatever are.
I just realized, the Washio brothers!
Wait, what's the thing you said last time?
I forget.
Like, something brothers you'll be hooked on the brothers?
Oh, they're stronger than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
There you go.
Sorry bad enough that their first name is just based on weather occurrences.
Yeah, Ryan Fu for lightning and wind.
Oh my
They're the
god.
Washio brothers, and warring's their game.
And then, like, so, like, they're talking about, like, oh, my Namba Children are great, and then he's like, go, my Kaiser Rose, like, do your shit, and then, like, goes over to, or Nariaki goes over to Rogue, and he's like, yeah, I got a job for you, too.
So, just real quick about the Namba Children, at the end of the episode in the preview, they talk about how there's, like, another traitor. I'm going to go ahead and put it down that Sawa is probably the traitor and also one of the Namba Children.
Well, I thought she was going to be the culprit this time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just skeptical.
I'm pretty... like, she's already been seen canoodling with Nanba, feeding him information on Build in the past, so it would not surprise me in the least if she was going to end up betraying them to Nanba, and she was probably one of the Nanba children to begin with.
I mean, we haven't seen her in a while.
She hasn't really done much.
I just don't care
Like,
about
last
Sawa.
time we saw her was during the battle between Build and Greece, and before that, nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, the true location of the Pandora box, which is back in Plastic Warehouse Garage, gets leaked somehow. And
Toei Warehouse.
Yeah, Gentoku busts in on Akaba, the lone guard guarding the fucking plot box. 'Cause that was genius.
Yeah,
One.
and then, so Gentoku...
One, how did he find out it was there? Two, I just remembered something I wanted to say. I feel like at least one of the Nanba children just like, was like, oh, you must pledge to this company. I feel like one of the kids just went, no, that's stupid, fuck you.
I still believe that.
And then was immediately sprinkled
Yeah, I
on
mean,
with
that's
death
what I
dust.
was thinking. They were immediately killed.
I still believe
Immediately got
Nariaki's
brains
a robot.
harvested to turn into a super soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gentoku shows up and, like, he proceeds to kick the shit out of Castle as,
Oh, that was
and
painful
as
to watch.
amazing as it is. And, like, he even, like, knocks one of his, like, shield things off of him, and...
That's not supposed to come off! That suit is expensive!
Okay, and I'm sorry for the SpongeBob jokes, but I just immediately, when I saw that, I immediately thought of the, like, wow, I didn't know this was a hat! It wasn't.
Leaving a fucktard to watch the MacGuffin box.
And what's funny is, as Agrabah is, like, fighting Rogue or whatever like that, you just see, like, his phone on the table and, like, Kazumi's trying to call him, and they're just running like, shit, we need to get back to him, he's gonna fucking die! And, of course, they get there, and it's already too fucking late, like, Rogue's kicked his ass.
They get there just in time to see him die.
Yeah.
He does, like, a punching version of his crack-up finish, and literally cracks the castle.
Yep.
Cracks open the
Well, that's
castle.
how you destroy a castle, you break its foundation. Crack its walls.
And thus, the entire Sanba Garasu are dead.
Well,
I would have just thought of something even more stupid.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know, like, I can't speak. I didn't think he was gonna die, but the second he said, like, let's go, like, bury those guys' dog tags and, like, in place of their bones, I immediately went, yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be cool if, like, if he, like, kept their baubles if they're still around, and he just uses, like, stag, castle, and owl powers.
Right?
That'd be cool.
I would like to see
The war is over, like, I don't have a house anymore. Castle.
It makes a castle. So,
Wait a
yes.
minute, it doesn't have air conditioning!
So Grease, Ryuga, and Sento show up, and then they all do a really awesome triple henshin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah! At one point, like the Kaisers, they show up to like the fake location, and they're like realize, oh shit, the Pandora's box is not here. So Bill shows up and like fights them and goes like, Whale, Shobosha.
He goes Kujira Shobosha, which is cool to see Whale. But then the weird part about that scene is he changes to Rose Shobosha, but he like puts the Shobosha bottle in again, even though it's already in the belt.
I like to think you have to like take it out and then re-put it in.
You don't have to do that in the toy.
No, but I don't like.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that like every other time.
That's the toy. So you're thinking of the logic? Oh, if the toy does it, that has to do in the show too? No, it has to be if the show, if it in the show does it, the toy has to do it.
I feel like there has to have been instances where that happened in the show.
Oh, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that he's done it without taking it out before.
I'm pretty sure it happened on the first episode.
Whatever.
Who knows?
But yeah, that was a lot of red on that form. Jesus.
Isn't that epic kick?
Build.
Rose
red.
Shobosha was a pretty nice suit.
Very red.
I like the rose eye. Rose eye
Like
was nice.
Paul, like Greencaster Paul, he was here watching it with us, and even he was like, even he was impressed by it.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, so they all like start fighting Rogue or whatever like that, and Rogue is just like fucking tearing them to pieces because he's like the best rider in the show right now, and I love him. And then Bill decides, fuck it, alright, I'm gonna have to go Bill Hazard kick his ass, and
I'm again disappointed that they missed an opportunity to show off a different Super Best match.
yeah, that's fine. And so
I want Key Dragon Hazard, damn it!
Oh, that won't happen.
That would be super cool.
That never happened because Dragon Ball does not like build.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
And it'd be way
But
too
think
powerful.
how awesome it would be.
So he goes over Flo, and he just proceeds to like bounce around and like do like super speed, and I was so fucking impressed by it. Like I just
What was even more impressive was how Rogue answered him by parrying his Keisatsu with his own in a fucking backflip kick. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, that was
It
really
was one of the
amazing
coolest I've ever actually seen in the show.
Yeah, no, Rogue continues to impress.
kick.
Oh no, it was Charge that he parried with that kick.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is that sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah?
It's gonna be done.
No.
This week, Curiel did the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, that's
She did
cool.
Cool.
No, wait, was it last week or this week that she did?
Close enough.
It was last week.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
sorry.
feel
It
bad.
was last
I gotta
week.
catch up on Hugto so
But
badly.
she did a flip kick and like punched a monster right in the face.
That's cool.
Yeah. But in live action, it's in a way there's something about it that it's funny because they're both impressive for different reasons.
Yeah.
In live action, it's cool because it's like whoa, but in animation, it's cool because the animation's good.
But I did like
Sorry.
that. That's okay. No, it's okay. You like pre-care. It's good to make references. But I like that Bill Hazard like punches Rogue and he like sends him flying into a wall. So like he can stand up to Rogue somewhat, but Rogue just has like he's the more powerful one.
It's not just that; he's smarter because he knows that when Hazard loses control, he'll just attack anyone.
Yeah, so he
proceeds to shove Grease in front of him,
and then he starts fighting Grease, and just like he's like hey, and then he grabs Pandora's box and then uses the Phoenix full bottle and the Nebula steam gun and turns into a Phoenix and flies off,
which he's done before.
Yeah, which is fucking cool.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Hazard gets up in Misora's face and starts attacking her, or rather threatens to, and then the bracelet shines. And we get to see what will become Rabbit form, I guess.
But like, no, he grabbed her by like her neck and just
lapel, but yeah.
Yeah, like holding her up and just being like, I'm gonna kill ya. And like Rio gets
I'm gonna do it!
I did it!
I would just imagine him in the Hazard suit with his brain on auto, just thinking, I'm gonna kill you!
I'm gonna kill you! And just Ryuga's like, no, don't do it! Because, like, he really cares about her, so...
So, on that cliffhanger, the next week episode preview shows that we're gonna get another fucking proxy fight!
Which is fine, because those are good.
There is apparently another traitor, which is probably Sawa. And we're gonna get to see the Engine and Remocon brothers fused form, the Hell Brothers.
That's cool.
Yep.
So good episode. I enjoyed it.
I also enjoyed it.
Eric, did you like it?
I didn't know what was going on, but I liked it.
Sorry, Eric, go ahead.
I didn't understand it, but I liked it.
Cool. Guys on Discord, what were your thoughts?
Me, I have a beef with the Washio Bros basically on color scheme. I think the Kaisers from the movie look better because of the whole red and blue thing.
Sure.
White and teal does not mesh very well together.
I wouldn't call it teal. I would say it's a solid green.
It's a mix between blue and green. Okay.
But I will say that I do think the blue and red look better.
If the gear on Remocon Bros was black, then it would have been better.
Yeah, well, the thing is, their undersuits are black, so I can understand why they didn't.
They're more gunmetal colors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Still like uniforms, though.
Let's get on to
Oh,
Lupin.
before we're not done yet.
Oh,
Emily, your thoughts on the episode?
Well, they were kind of summed up already. I thought it was a good episode. Things are progressing interestingly. I liked the exposition on Misora.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode, the preview's all like, "Who's the traitor?" It's just like, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be any of the main characters. It's going to be the one who just showed up.
Ryuga out of nowhere, just left field.
Honestly, that would be kind of interesting. Especially if it was for reasons that, like, were noble.
The thing is, I feel like if it was any of the main characters, when Nanba Heavy Industries started becoming a thing, we would have seen more of a reaction from them.
Okay, that actually is a very good point.
Dawn, what did you think of the episode, having not watched anything Build-related before?
Well, it was something. I thought the very American-looking Asian guy who gets killed off was, yeah, he was something. He had, like, the weird, like, cowlick fro thing going on.
Castle?
So,
Yeah.
but the costume
Akaba.
The costumes were really well managed, and they definitely take care in detail about it, so I was really kind of half focused on plot when, because I don't really know what's going on. So
that's fair.
I'm like, oh, cool, outfits look great, everything looks pretty solid built, and
explosions.
Characters actually look formed.
Alright.
Okay.
And Blaze has something to say.
Wait, what?
You have something to say, don't you?
The thing.
Oh, are we going to LVP?
Yeah.
Alright. Yokokusuru.
So, episode 4 of Lupinranger featuring others starts with the others on patrol.
So this is like
Lupinranger featuring others.
So this was a mainly focused.
Lupinranger and friends.
This was a mainly.
Sorry.
Lupin friends.
This was a mainly.
Fire carrot.
This was a mainly Power Ranger focused episode, and I was very happy. So
finally.
Yeah, I'm glad the Power Rangers are finally getting the recognition they deserve. But yeah, so it starts off just like we get some more history between Keiichiro and Tsukasa, and we found out that like there was like they were in like the global police like academy together, and they were like good friends, and Tsukasa like tossed him back his eraser or something.
Well,
and that was how I met your mother.
His eraser like slipped, and she got it.
And he's like, "Oh,
weird."
So the thing is about that scene, Keiichiro doesn't really strike me as the type who's good at keeping secrets. So, like, this is including the scene from the end of the episode, but so when Sakuya asks Keiichiro if Tsukasa has any quote-unquote weaknesses, he, like, straight-faced says no, she has no weakness. Which means that I think that he decided to either he decided to parse her weakness to stuffed animals as not a weakness.
No, it's just a thing she does.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a weakness.
That
to me.
speaks a lot to Keiichiro's character, because he just processed it as, yeah, it's just a thing she does, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's really painting some interesting characterization on Keiichiro. But clearly Tsukasa is the focus, because as the Patrangers are investigating several closed-room disappearances, Tsukasa spots Shark-chan, the plushie of Shark-chan from the Shark Dating Simulator.
That shark plushie is actually incredibly adorable, and I know someone who would absolutely love it. I'm not talking about myself.
They'll release them. They'll release those shark chants.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Si-
Complete with skeleton teeth.
yeah, and
It actually warps you to another dimension.
You put your face on it and it transports you to a cage.
Dimension.
Yeah.
so they go up to like this vendor or whatever like that, and it's like, oh, have you do you know anything about these disappearances or whatever? And he's like, oh no, I can't say that I have.
And he
With
answers
the weirdest smile.
Yeah, he answers them all creepy, which of course clues absolutely everyone into him being the Gangler.
Yeah.
And of course,
He's smiling and he's like, no, I have not heard of these disappearances. Whatever could you mean? I am not behind these disappearances.
the only thing they could have
Why is he
done,
Kermit the Frog?
the only thing they could have done to better highlight
I hope.
the fact that he was the monster would be to have him played by the same guy who did Itoya and Kiva, the Spider Fang guy.
Oh.
I remember.
Oh, the puppet guy.
Yeah.
Wait, is he Kermit then?
I just love the fact
That's a
that
good point.
the cops, right?
Yep,
the Pat
yep,
Rangers.
yep,
Yeah.
The red suit guy, I suck at
Keiichiro.
names. Ichiro. He had the total look on his face like, okay, bro, I believe you, and looked like he was actually going to walk away.
Because he's stupid.
He
But even
overthinks
the
everything.
freaking kid behind him, the
Up and say
freaking
it.
green eye,
Yep.
green suit wonder boy, like freaking stands
Frickin' Wonder
there,
Bread.
and I swear when you cut at a certain camera angle, he's looking at him like, dude, are you retarded?
I mean, he might
No
be.
one else was gonna walk
Well,
away but the guy in the red suit.
He's kind of a moron.
Well, people already make fun of him anyway.
So, of course, the Lupins show up, play a card game at him, which reveals his monster form.
Oh,
They,
no,
they challenge him to a children's card game.
Right.
His name is Labrum Jaws.
Honestly, his design reminds me a lot of Redaway from Gaim.
Oh, a lot of people would also say Sidon from Fight for the Wild.
Kind
His
of.
color scheme.
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
what I was thinking. Was the shark?
Yeah, he does look like a Zora.
So the Lupin and Pat start fighting him, and they're sort of fighting each other too, and then
And that's where we get our trippy camera work shot of the
it
episode.
was great though.
Yeah, it's
Love it.
like, where did the camera even go? It was there, and now.
You should see those shots from the other 3 episodes.
And so Keiichiro, being Keiichiro, decides, okay, let's just try to defeat the Gangler, and Tsukasa stops him, going, no, we need to find out about the disappearances of these people he knows. And he's like, aha, that's right, I do know I have these people, and if you follow me, they'll die. So he plans to sell them off or something like that, because
They
Yeah,
never
so-
say for what, but it sounds like it would be for either slavery or food.
Yeah, so all the
Not
Ganglers
really
appear to
not really
have
both, just
some sort of,
experimentation.
crime organization on Earth, which I feel like that's kind of been under focus. No one's really said in great detail what it is the Ganglers do. They just
want
have
money.
a house in another dimension, and they just have front businesses on Earth and crime organizations.
Well,
I think it's just supposed to be that they were just scam artists, and now they're just trying to do really crazy shit so they can get promoted.
Yeah.
Something tells me that the Ganglers are just doing crimes just for the hell of it.
It's not really established if they had these fronts set up before Don told them that he was retiring, or if they did it because he was retiring. But if it's the latter, there's not really been a lot of explanation on what it is the Ganglers do. There hasn't been a lot of focus on the fact that they have / stole possibly the Lupin collection pieces.
That is a good point.
I feel like we will get that all explained eventually, but right now we're just sort of feeling our way around in the dark.
Well, with the people they're kidnapping, what I think it is they're taking them so that they can add forces. Because obviously the people they become have some sort of lifestyle, they have some sort of house. People obviously know who they are, so they're not freaked out when they're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so maybe they're taking the people, and it looked like a lot of women and children mostly. I saw a few odd guys in there, but it was well, they've got to be adding to their force, being that they keep losing their force, so they have to, it's kind of try and overbalance it.
But But yeah, so
If that's the idea that they replace people, I could see them like having the idea to do with children. Like, oh, hey, if we make people think that this is the way they acted their entire life, they're not going to be suspicious.
Exactly.
So it's like they're like worms, where they could be replacing people. It's not really established yet if they are replacing actual humans or if they've just been there all along disguised as humans. There's a lot that we still haven't had answered, but we'll get there eventually.
We still don't know.
So Labrum Jaws is apparently kidnapping people in order to sell them. Into what specifically is
They
not
never
said.
actually say.
But I feel like this is the kind of show where it's better that's not said.
I mean, what's her face wanted them for experiments.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe it was for experiments.
Maybe.
Which is what
I
I,
feel
said.
like it's just for whatever the hell they want.
Which is what I said a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
So after that first fight with Jaws, Umika drops the hint at Tsukasa about the collection item's power to disguise objects. So it feels like we're going to get a lot of these moments over the course of the series where they subtly help each other.
Oh, like
Yeah, I really like that.
They'll
like-
eventually just both be working together.
Yeah, I really hope that the actual versus aspect doesn't last longer than half the show.
I mean, if it's like anything else that Sentai's done that's had verses on it, then probably.
Cause like I like the idea of them being just like, yeah, it's the police officers and the Lupinrangers instead of just thieves are also their informants.
Yeah.
Like, we know who the people are, you just gotta go kill them.
So the Patrangers bring back Shark-Chan from one of the scenes of the disappearances. And
They
then we
bring
get
back all the Shark-Chans.
Right, yeah. And then we get probably my favorite scene from the Patrangers to date, where Tsukasa is alone in the room with the shark plush, and she just, like, whips her hair forth and just slams the table.
Yeah.
She just
Wow.
melts.
Can't fucking stand it
I
anymore!
know women are in
Anything
love
is so
with stuffed
cute that
animals.
you did that.
And to
What
continue her SpongeBob joke, she's just like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
There's being in love with stuffed animals, and then there's wanting to literally stick it inside of you.
Then there's one to
I
sell
mean-
the
She
animals.
doesn't do
She's
that.
not sticking inside. She's
look
just
at
cuddle the shit out of it.
Yeah, right.
Look at
I
that.
don't
Look at the
wanna
gift they
fuck you.
posted.
Eric,
Look at
Eric,
the gift they
are
Are you
posted.
trying to tell me that in your entire life you've never like cuddled like a teddy bear or stuffed animal?
No, I'm a grown man. Move on.
I definitely stuffed them
you know
inside
what?
me!
You know what? I'm gonna fix this right now. I'll be right back.
What?
Continue your conversation.
You're not gonna fuck a teddy bear.
No one can see it. It's not gonna help.
They'll hear it though.
There's one for you to chew. Oh, you know what? This is perfect. So you're gonna hug this. weird
Nobody
crappy
goes
knuckles.
like
So,
this.
okay. you go-
Nobody
you go-
walks up to a
cuddle the knuckles.
Cuddle the knuckles!
There,
See,
Eric.
if I liked it, I'd go like this. I would go.
Eric, we're not asking you to stick your dick in it. Just
What
go,
is
there you
happening?
go.
Oh no!
No idea.
Quantum Caster has cuddled
We're
the
now
knuckles.
Castranger and
Look,
Knuckles.
look. This is
Where did
appreciated.
Quantum
A
Caster
stuffed
go?
toy. What she
Whoa,
did.
whoa,
was-
where's Eric?
God.
Eric's gone. Okay, whoa.
Stop doing that to
We just lost
Knuckles.
like 3 casters.
Knuckles knows the way.
And there goes the subscribers.
Knuckles
They're all
seen
gone.
shit. Well, at least today.
Knuckles
Castranger.
knows the way right to your dick.
Castranger and Knuckles.
Whoa.
Anyways, yeah, she wanted to fuck that plushie. Clearly a fetish.
Hey, look at the gift
Clearly
they just
a
posted. That
fetish
guy
is
also wants
going
to fuck
on.
it.
So
Look at
she
the
gets
gift they
denied
posted
all
about
you
what's his face.
So anyway, Tsukasa gives in to her primal urges, glumps the plushie, and then...
Just poof.
Nobody saw that. Oh, no.
I mean, yeah, no one did see that.
Let's make this up.
They never
No,
saw
no,
it.
no.
Just vanish.
I just realized something.
What?
If they were recording Keiichiro and Sakuya fucking snuggling the thing, why weren't they recording Tsukasa doing it?
Because she was in the other room!
They were in the same room! It
No,
happened in
they
the
did
same
not.
room!
Jim Carter left.
The secret of it. They didn't want to give
Oh
away
yeah,
the secret, so-
Jim Carter was recording.
So is he recording with his eyes, or is there a camera in the room?
No,
Jim Carter has
yes.
a
No, because he was
fetish.
pointing. He was
Real
recording them, and then he pointed the camera towards himself at the end.
Which means there's a camera in there, so why wasn't it running the whole
What if
time?
the camera's on his hand or something?
No, because Jim
I
Carter was
don't know.
holding the camera, recording.
But if
Bullshit.
he's a robot, shouldn't he be able to...
Wait a minute, then how did they... If you
Vigorous
have to
E.
hold the camera, then how did they not notice it till now?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anyway, so she gets teleported to Helheim Forest or
Now,
whatever
is
the
that
What the
fuck
hell?
it
It
is.
doesn't matter, it's Jim Carter.
Is that magic
knows?
or technology that's doing that?
Both.
Yes.
Who cares?
And then she finds all the other people. One of them being a guy.
Yeah, but they did say when they were doing their investigation that it wasn't was random
of
genders
all
and
ages,
ages.
but mostly females.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, have you seen I saw a video about like what happened when like Beanie Babies were no longer being sold. Like some old men were going crazy.
Some sort of.
But yeah, I just wanted them to just look at the guys there and just go, yeah, I snuggled it.
I know, right?
I fucked it.
That just sounds so.
No.
That just sounds so.
What happens if you alter the
Sounds
plushie
so
for the
cringy
ultra
just hearing
snuggle
that.
factor?
I really hope no one actually tried to fuck it because there were dangerous monster shark teeth in it.
Yep.
Oh god, it was like a...
Just disguised as plushes.
Well, maybe it would try to go the other end.
Which is great because when Tsukasa realized that there were monster teeth inside the thing, the delusion that she experiences just made me go, Cabrincho!
And Ichi?
Cabrincho, Patranger!
That's a Kyoryuger joke.
Yep.
So
and Ichi will be posting the treasure name in the chat later.
Sorry?
I'll get it.
So she
I
tries
already got it, dude.
Oh, god damn it.
So she tries fighting Jaws by herself, and she
Stole my job.
She can't handle it alone. And then, surprise, Keiichiro and Sakuya show up, and they like give her back her VS changer. Which, like, at one point, she's actually trying to like grab it, even though it's really far away from her. So
she tries
use the Force.
Yeah.
Be like Misora.
Yes. Then they transform the Power Rangers, and they proceed to like try to kick his ass. And then like during it, like whatever, there's a news report going on at the cafe or whatever on TV, and like Umika's listening, and she's like, "Oh,
all the people got released."
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, I know where to go, guys. Follow me."
So they join the battle scene in the forest. And they start helping each other again because Sango kicks Jaws right over to where Yellow is so she can get the item out.
Yep.
And the item this time is a vibrator with a ribbon.
Yeah. My own words, thank you.
Okay, what the hell is up with these names? The order of the weirdest names, there's Turn Me On, Get Big, I'm Going to Dress You.
Yes, and the Lupin collection item for this week is named Je vais t'habiller, which translates to I'm going to dress you.
Oh yeah,
because they said
it transforms things. Yeah.
Which is actually a Goggle 5 reference.
They said the
They
power
have very
of
sexualized names.
They said the power of the item was to disguise objects, and it did kind of look like the Sailor Moon disguise pen.
I liked that Keiichiro like goes up to Tsukasa and he's like, "Hey, what the hell was that?" And she's like, "Oh, sorry, boss. Like my hand slipped, or in this case, my foot." And I'm like,
My hand slipped. I mean, my foot slipped.
And Tsukasa has like really good combat experience. Like,
Well, yeah, she fucking ripped the VS changer right out of fucking Blue's hands last time.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, and she has some cool gun moves and stuff, and it's just really, really impressive stuff. And then the goody comes in, and he's like, "Oh, I choose who the hell I want because I'm a free agent, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go with the Power Rangers." And then goes to the Power Rangers and become Pato Kaiser.
Well, no, we see them use
Patron
Yugo
right,
first.
they use Patron Yugo, and they do an amazing attack again, and it's really well shot.
Ichigeki Strike.
Yeah, and it's like a really cool explosion attack.
Strike.
What am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
And then Libido comes in, reuses Jaws. We get to see both Megazords this week.
Yeah, because fucking just Goody can't
make up his mind.
Yeah, and then this is where like
just like, hey, you guys suck. Fuck you.
And then like Goody pops up in the Pato Kaiser like with the cop hat, and that's when Eric was like, "Oh, he looks like a vampire police carrot."
I watched
that
show.
was the best description.
And out of nowhere, a fucking vampire police carrot shows
And
up.
I just like the thing is as silly as that sounds,
Police carrot.
I can't deny that that's an absolutely flawless explanation of what he is.
Fucking
He's a
vampire.
vampire
Why do they
police
keep
carrot.
finding different things that Good Striker looks like?
Carrot.
We said he looked like Mac tonight.
Yeah, I thought he looked like Mac
Please.
tonight, but I can't top vampire police carrot.
Vampire.
It's
just
the
too
perfect
good.
combination
My
of
muscles
elements. It's the
Because-
perfect combination of elements that form the picture in your mind of exactly what Goody is
It's the
somehow.
perfect screenwriters pulling shit out of a hat and deciding what to throw
Okay,
on
what's
Literally,
your mascot?
two hats, a police hat and a top
Vampire,
hat.
police, carrot.
Police hat.
God.
Done.
Best match!
Police
Vampire
carrots.
Guy writing right there.
Police carrots.
Vampire, police, carrots, vampire, police.
Police
carrots.
carrots and thief carrots.
It's an O's combo. Vampire, Keisatsu, carrot!
Bankeroto.
Sure.
So they kick Jaws'
sorry,
ass.
that was terrible.
I just love like when they switched to Lupinranger, I just love the shot where like they use the yellow arm to like saw the trees, and then they like shoot the trees that they've sawed at Jaws,
It's just
and he like
throw
damages
trees
him.
at him.
And he's like, my mouth!
Ah, trees! I'm weak to grass
He's
type.
like, you hurt my mouth!
But he's a water type.
It's like a
Right?
300-pound machine.
Yeah, water's,
Oh, fuck,
water's weak
trees.
to grass.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it
Yeah.
actually makes sense.
Trees, my only weakness.
It actually
My only
makes
tree
sense.
weakness.
My weakness, my balls! How did you know?
A monster that
like-
is anti-hippie.
It's like the joke from the Nostalgia Critic. Why did a bunch of aliens come to Earth where their two weaknesses are readily available?
Oh, yeah, the
water
whole
and wood.
Wood.
Wood! Thing. That was
Yeah.
great.
Wood. Fuck.
So,
forget
It looks
how
like
he
they were
said
fighting
wood
in the
in
Jurassic
Alien
Park
language.
Island, but anyways.
So as they finish it off, what the line that he says, I don't know if that's actually what he said, but what the subbers at least chose to translate it as was the time-old phrase, loose lips sink ships.
What's that supposed to mean, actually?
It's
like-
talking about people who say too much.
Oh, so me.
Right.
Loose
Yay.
lips sink.
I thought you were
Loose
saying-
lips sink friendships.
I thought you were for a second to say, oh, so it's like me.
Boo, Blaze. Boo.
I'm sorry. I don't know what tonight is.
So Kogure gets put another item in the book, and then Kyrie's like, oh, what you stating? He's just like, Kylie, no,
I'm
fuck you.
fucking busy,
No, just
you
he
brat.
says, Kylie, go fuck yourself.
And Face puts a really funny.
Kogure is evil. Kogure is
Eat
evil.
your vegetables.
Putting that out there.
Don't. Oh my god, that Godzilla gif.
So, yeah, we get to see a playback of Keiichiro and Sakuya having a threesome with Shark
And
Chan.
it was funny.
Oh
And
my.
just, like, yeah, Jim Carrey's like, yeah, I got the whole thing or whatever. And Hilltop's like, yeah.
That's going in the spank bank!
Wow! Like, we get to see him go, wow. And then, like, he gives snacks to everyone. And then just, like, I love this scene. Tsukasa just goes, like, I'm surprised you figured out to, like, cuddle the thing. And Keiichiro's just, calmly, like, well, casually, like, yeah, you always do that. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I've seen you do it before. And then cut back to her, like, cuddling a puppy back at, like, the academy, and just Keiichiro just
Well,
standing there
toy puppy.
looking at her.
And I'm thinking,
And
is
the best
this gonna
scene
teleport
ever.
her again? No,
No.
I know.
And the best scene ever, Keiichiro sees her cuddling the doll and just fucking walks on by
Just
like
still
nothing
looking.
happened.
Yeah, just, okay.
It's so hilarious!
And then just Keiichiro's just, like, as he's eating, like, a snack or whatever like that.
Like nothing's wrong.
Just, yeah, like, freaking Hilltop's just like, oh, that's, like, interesting. And, like, he's like, ah, and Saki's just like, oh, that's really adorable, senpai, or whatever. And she's like, ah!
My life is over.
And then just ends.
So yeah, next week
And
Destra's going to be doing some stuff, and the teams are going to actually get in each other's business.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, the preview, like, Lupinranger gets, like, really close to Patronichigo's face and, like, rubs his helmet against him.
That's
what it
kind
looked
of
like. And I was
weird.
like, oh, okay. So yeah, this is a really good episode. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we got, like, more, like, focus on Tsukasa as well. And we, like, learned a bit more about, like, their past with Keiichiro. So it's cool to know that they're, like, school buddies.
Yeah, and I feel like we're really starting to. I feel like we're really starting to settle in with the show now.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. I'm all in.
This is really good.
Yeah,
It's a lot
I'm
of
all
fun.
in.
The camera work in this episode is absolutely brilliant. I know that's a really pretentious sounding thing to say,
No, not
but
really.
this series has been doing such weird stuff with the camera, and it's cool.
Yep.
I don't even know how they pull it off.
I
Japan.
just remembered something I wanted to say. Like earlier on, like after the Rangers get back to their home base, and like they're asking, like, oh, why did you tell them the information? She just starts saying like, oh, well, he like starts crying about saying like, well, we know like we want our friends back. Why can't help them get their people back? And she starts crying, and Kyrie's becoming quickly one of my favorite Reds.
Yep.
Because he just got to her, basically told her, like, I get it. Stop.
Same here.
He's fun.
That was a cute moment.
Still a brat.
It's like an older
you.
brother moment.
I think that him and Keiichiro would balance each other out pretty perfectly, so they need to team
Right.
up.
I'm
The
looking
funny guy
forward to them
routine, the
playing-
straight man routine.
I'm pretty sure that they are specifically designed to be two sides of one Red Ranger.
I'm
Two
looking.
sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Patos come back for more good soup.
Maybe the red, instead of the one red, both reds having a final form, they're just gonna combine into one.
That would actually be really cool.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, same here.
Actually, that would make sense because then the two teams will make one full team.
The ultimate greater good.
Someone pointed out, which I did notice, that when I put up my mix of the two theme songs, I overlaid the roll calls, like the images of each team's roll call. And if you look at the way the two images intersect, the green and pink Rangers fit in nicely, perfectly between blue and pink. So it looks like they've already spaced it to be able to fit both teams into a roll call.
That is interesting.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yes, fantastic. Excelente. So, before we sign off for the week, I would once again like to speak a little bit about the Castranger anniversary. So, as I've mentioned, there is no feature topic this week, and that is because what we will be putting out instead, which will be at some point next week because I'm still working on it, is the Castranger FAQ that has been requested.
Woo! You gave us questions, we answered them.
I hope I answered
I have
them
spent
well.
the last week solid editing and putting together everyone's answers. We have answers from many of the casters, including some that aren't on anymore, so you'll get to hear from them again.
Yep.
So that is going to be put out some point next week. So in lieu of that, there will be no feature topic this week. But I just wanted to quickly say here, as I did say in the FAQ, that Castranger is the most consistent thing that I've done in my life as far as I can remember. So I'm not only proud of just myself for maintaining it, but everyone who's ever been a part of it.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much, and I'm so glad that you decided to spend your Friday nights here with me, with us. And that goes to everyone listening as well. Thank you so much for listening, sharing, and even just checking us out.
We need to thank
I
you.
wouldn't trade doing Castranger for anything.
And thank you, Ichi, for
Yeah, we
keeping
need
the
to
show
thank
alive.
you. You're the reason that the whole thing started, and I
Well,
hope
both him and Overkill.
this isn't silly, but I still can't believe that I'm allowed to be a part of this and able to, despite the fact I'm kind of a silly potato. But
Welcome to the Silly Potato House.
Same.
you guys are all.
Same.
I think you guys are cool.
We're all silly
and
potatoes.
I want you.
Why,
To, I
we're-
want to say thank you to you guys as well, and to everyone who's ever listened.
Yeah, in all seriousness, like I love doing the show. Toku's a huge part of my life. I love talking about it with anyone, anytime, and just the show lets me be me at my fullest because like it's hard when like on my work life I can't talk about the shit at all without people just going, what? Like no one outside of this house like knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why like love going to conventions, meeting other Toku fans because it's always a fucking treat. Going to panels and it's just great. Like and Twitter, like another place I can go on to be myself and just so like I love doing the show because it lets me be me and I'm happy to share with everyone here. So thank you. And to everyone who listens and like who's fans of us, thank you so much. Like it means a lot. So.
So what I will do as a closer is anyone listening to this episode, I would like you, if you have been listening to any of our shows at all, to please post a comment highlighting your favorite Castranger moment.
Favorite caster and like what episode you started on. So like let us know. We really want to know.
To get it started, I'll put it out there that one of my favorite Castranger moments will always be Fire the Dingers! That's kind of why I was hoping Cell would be here.
Yeah, my one of my favorite episodes is still episode 75, Bakasumi, because it was just we laughed so much, and I made Star Ninja Cancer joke, and that's still one of my favorites.
God.
Yeah!
I don't know about my favorite caster, but my least favorite is that spellcaster guy. He's an asshole.
Oh God! Kill him!
Trust nobody, not even yourself.
So, Crimson Fox, Quantum Caster, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
What do you think about the show, having joined us now and having listened the last couple weeks?
I enjoy the show.
We're awful, we know.
Yes, terrible, terrible, all the pebbles. Yeah, and the audience is always fun. You guys always send in some really awesome pictures, GIFs, wonderfully horrible things sometimes that are just beyond description.
Yeah, it's random.
And you too could
You
see
are
and hear
welcome.
those terrible things if you join us on the Discord. We record Friday nights.
And if you're from the 4chan forums, fuck off.
4chan
Rule 34!
4chan is a dark side of the internet. Never venture into that area.
And never come here.
Rule
Just stay where you
34
are,
chan.
stay in your hole, and
Whoa.
never venture off into the outside world. Thank you.
I'm sensing some trauma.
That's 4chan, Simba. You must never go there.
Yes.
Nice one, face.
Well,
Everything that
Anyways.
knocking from
So you know the same spiel, the same promotion. Facebook, Podbean, Twitter, we're all on that stuff. We love you. Give us money on Patreon, please. Hashtag Japan to Dan. Hashtag money for Lane.
I love you, but I love your money more.
he said it.
And before we end this off,
And thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Sweet.
Well,
before we end this off,
Silent night,
And,
holy night.
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh God!
Oh my
that
God,
picture's
it's
never seen the
Dave,
light of
edit
day.
that in.
Oh.
Edit that in, Dave.
Someone finish the picture.
Ragged.
There's Sento with and then there's Kenji taking a selfie.
I feel like the second I said edit that in, Dave, he was gonna cut to a video of him just looking at the camera and yelling, "No!"
That's so perfect.
Shu, what was it you wanted to say?
before we end this off, celebration clap for the 4th anniversary of Castranger.
Yay!
Yay!
Eric, clap.
Good.
Thank you. Woo!
Golf clap.
Oh, God,
And
that
Blazer
picture.
knows my caster name now, so.
That's adorable.
You're so cute.
Alright, well, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week!
Fuck yeah!